any more TV work until the end of that contract. Well, what do you make of it? To Vikki Ziegler, divorce attorney out of New York.
Yeah, I think that Jon Gosselin worked before the TV world entered upon him, and he can probably work again, maybe not in the TV world if there is a non-compete clause with TLC. I think it's ridiculous. I think Kate Gosselin's team of lawyers are going to come out swinging. They're going to say that he's underemployed if he's not working and philandering with these other women that you just showed pictures of. I think that his argument...
Now, wait, Vikki, don't get me wrong.
What?
I'm a former prosecutor. I'm not the church lady. He can sleep with whoever is willing to just hop in bed with him. I don't care. That's their business. But what I do care about is him blowing the family assets, the money. A $90 bottle of champagne?
Well, that's...
I mean, if some waiter would have handed me that menu, I'd drop it like it was a hot potato. $90 for one bottle of champagne? And that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's money out of those children's mouth.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he's absolutely being frivolous. But I think the point really is, if you're going to be with other women for weeks and weeks and not see your children, how do you think you could substantiate being the parent of primary residence? The argument doesn't work. That's the problem.
And Vikki, what was the lawyer trying to say last night? And I'm not saying it's Anthony List's fault, because, as I said, he's got a pretty good reputation. But see, he's going off what Gosselin is telling him, Jon Gosselin is telling him, suggesting that Kate Gosselin has all the say-so about when and if he can see the children. I don't believe that.
I think it's ludicrous. It's very unique in cases like this. Usually you don't give one parent all of the stay, regardless if they have physical custody and the other parent has parenting rights. So it is very, very strange. I would have loved to see the arbitration transcript to see really what happened in this case. Bizarre. So I think the only leg Jon Gosselin may have to stand on is if, in fact, that is the case, that Kate is dictating parenting, maybe there may be an amendment or a specific schedule where he sees the children consistently. After, that's it. Nothing's going on.
To Dr. Jeff Gardere, psychologist and author of Love Prescription. Speaking of Love Prescription, I'm not going to even ask
Renee and the other defense attorney are making me crazy. Why is everybody hating on Kate? What she is doing is she is making money to feed her kids. John was a deadbeat dad when it was John and Kate plus 8. I watched that show for a whole year. He was a deadbeat dad then. Why is he going to be any different now?
Renee?
Comes to me, Nancy. It always changes, Nancy. Every day is a new story. And if he, as long as he's not abusing
it doesn't
his
even
children,
make any sense.
No, but what I'm saying to you is now...
Every day is a new story.
Nothing is chiseled in stone, Nancy, and you know that the situation
I know.
Like this. So if he gets a house, he's got a job. He can be a good father to those children. And she would have to pay him.
Ow. You're still talking. Renee, you keep going on and on about a house. He doesn't have money to buy a house. He doesn't have a job, and he's sleeping on his brother's sofa. He's not getting the children. Okay, we're taking your calls live. I think Peter Odom hit the nail on the head.